A car crash takes the life of a local sports columnist who died while out doing what he loved, covering UConn sports. Good evening, I'm Don Lark. Police say Dave Solomon, who worked at the New Haven Register for more than 35 years, died in a crash on I-91 last night in Meriden. Police say he had just finished covering UConn's first football practice of the season. News 8's Mark Robbins is following the story for us. He joins us from New Haven tonight with more. Mark?
Yeah, Don, the sports world throughout Connecticut and really throughout the country, stunned, very saddened. You know, I'm a sports guy first and foremost, and it's a very shocking news, the passing of Dave Solomon. What a wonderful guy and an incredible journalist. You mentioned 35 years right here at the New Haven Register. He loved this place. He loved his job. He was a big kid, as he was described by a couple of his colleagues, and he was doing his job, leaving a UConn football practice when he got into that one-car accident last night on I-91. And his columns throughout the years, always thought-provoking, a journalist who was always able to ask the question that many of us didn't have the courage to ask, and oftentimes getting unique answers from the subjects he was talking to. And I spoke with a couple of his colleagues who are trying to come to grips with the loss of this iconic sports figure.
Oh, I've been up all night and just thinking about him, and all I can think about is his, sarcasm and his wry smile and the way he made everybody laugh, but how seriously he took his job. I think people don't realize that, you're a columnist, so okay, you just sit down and you write your thoughts. He works so hard every day making phone calls because he wanted to make sure it was right. And if it was his opinion, he wanted to make sure it was right.
He's a wonderful man, a friend, a colleague, someone that we really loved having around the Yale venues. His smiling face and his personality and character were unique and a lot of fun for us to have around.
We really have lost an iconic figure. It's going to be difficult here tonight to get the paper out. It certainly was last night. We'll hear more from both Sean and Steve later on in the newscast when John Pearson comes up with sports. Dave Solomon survived by a wife and two married daughters. Funeral arrangements are still being tended to. Reporting live in New Haven, I'm Mark Robbins, News 8.